from the world comes to us through our senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, balance, and kinesthesis. Sensation refers to our initial detection and processing of stimuli. This involves 3 steps. Reception, the presence of physical stimuli detected by sensory neurons in our sense organs, e.g. sound waves in our ears. Transduction, these different forms of stimuli are converted into electrochemical energy. Transmission, this energy is transferred to the brain for processing. Sensation is a physiological process. See the examples below. Let's look at the example of vision. Depends on our eyes receiving light that has been reflected or transmitted from objects. Light initially passes through the cornea. Light then passes through the pupil. In dark conditions, the pupil expands to let in more light. In bright conditions, the pupil contracts to reduce the amount of light let in. This expansion and contraction is regulated by the iris lens, then focuses light onto the retina. Ring of ligaments that are attached to ciliary muscles and that change the shape of the lens and hence focal length, allowing us to see objects clearly whether they are close up or at a distance. Retina, sensitive surface at the back of the eye that contains photoreceptors, neurons, specialized to detect and respond to different features of light. There are 2 types of photoreceptors. Rods respond to low levels of light. Important for night vision. Black and white vision. Peripheral vision. Cones respond to higher levels of light and enable use to see in bright light. Important for day vision, color vision, and visual acuity. Fovea, where cones are particularly plentiful. Area of clearest vision. Between the lens and the retina, the eyeball is filled with a jelly-like substance, vitreous humor. Light rays reach the retina. The light energy is converted into signals that are carried by nerves to the visual cortex of the brain, where perception occurs. Perception. Following the initial detection, sensation, the messages carried by nerves must be interpreted in the process known as perception. Perception takes place when the information the brain receives is organized and given meaning by the brain. Perception, 3 steps. Selection, filter the stimuli. Selecting important features for further processing while ignoring unimportant features. Specialized neurons called feature detectors. Organization, grouping the selected features of stimuli to form a whole, sometimes referred to as a gestalt interpretation. Brain interprets these wholes, giving them meaning. Perception is a psychological process. Sensation and perception work together to communicate sensory information to the brain. Remember, sensation is a physiological process. Perception is a psychological process.